So I lied. There's one more part to the America series, and I just want to make this as an addendum and tie it into the pursuit of survivalism and self-reliance as advocated by the illustrious Varg Vikernes. You could probably have guessed from the last video talking about the implications that having complete land rights, actually owning your land as opposed to in a monarchy where the king owns the land and you just have the rights to it and the rights to the property appurtenant, it is a much better way to be in possession of your land if you are trying to do a survivalism type thing. So you're not going to have issues with building permits, okay? You're not going to have to pay building permit fees. You're not going to have to go to code. So you can build a natural building. You can make it small, because a lot of places have minimum space requirements depending on where you're doing. The thing is that if you have land patent secured land, even if it's in the middle of New York City, you can do whatever you want with it. It doesn't matter what kind of a city it's in. And not that I'm saying that you should go to a city, but it's just to take this to the extreme, to say what kind of freedom that you have and how little they can do about it. It's the same thing everywhere. It doesn't vary state by state. Anyhow, the other big thing is that you're not going to have to pay property taxes, because a lot of people, when they're buying land, when they're building up their house and homestead, before they even do this, they have to make the plan for the future, because if you're planning to be self-reliant, then you're planning on not working. If you're planning on homesteading, you're not trying to have a lot of income. But if you've got a plan for paying property taxes every year, or paying car insurance that you're going to need on the vehicle to get you somewhere, even no matter how little you drive, those are additional costs that you're going to have to deal with, and you're going to have to earn, and it's going to tie you into the system more, because you're going to have to pay the car insurance, you're going to have to pay the property taxes, you're going to have to deal with the government coming in and saying, are your kids going to school, or are they being homeschooled, are they seeing groups? I'm going to test them and make sure they're okay. Okay, this is one implication here that I did not list in the last one. Thing is that since Social Security participation is voluntary, the only way that the state can come in and say you're an unfit parent and take your kids away is if you have given them a Social Security number and have them listed as state property, because that's what they do when they get a Social Security number. They become state property because the state has a financial interest in them, and they can, part of the contract, it's not written in explicit terms, but they can take your kids away. So you don't give your kids a Social Security number. You don't even have to, you can homeschool them obviously, but I think even homeschooling is a stupid concept, because it's not homeschooling, you're just raising your children. That's the way that it's supposed to be. You raise your children. There's no school, there's no homeschooling, there's just raising your children, and there doesn't have to be a curriculum. You just know, as the child develops, what they need to learn, and whether they're above or below their peers, which, if you have a large family, as you should, what their older siblings are doing, and what the people who are similar ages are doing. So you can escape that risk also, by not giving your kids Social Security numbers and by owning your land outright. This is a very important privilege that I realize that we have in America. So take advantage of it. Also, a lot of things in the prepping community to talk about people who get their land taken away, or they get imprisoned for collecting rainwater, and that all goes back to the fact that they created some like 60,000 gallon pond or something, 600,000 gallon, I don't know. A lot of places they won't let you build man-made waterways. According to zoning, they won't let you build your house next to a stream or something. They don't have the authority to do that if you own the land outright and it's secured back to the land patent. You're not in contract with the state. Literally anything you want to do, build a skyscraper, build a pond, redirect a waterway to a mill, anything.